Hello and good morning, everybody, to another music production live stream. I am Felix Rösch, Berlin-based composer, mining the edges of electronic, ambient and classical music. Today is the 2nd of June, 10 a.m. And we are here working on a new EP. If you would like to join, just say hi in chat and I will read out every message. I also reply to every comment, so if you're seeing this after the fact, just ask right away and I will make sure to answer your questions. We are a really small and very beautiful community here of music makers from all over the world, sharing our stories, learning new stuff together while I'm live streaming all my music making sessions. So whenever I sit down to make music, I'm live streaming, except for the moments when I'm not allowed to because the client doesn't want me to, or when I'm doing really boring stuff. Oh, by the way, shout out to our latest subscriber, Mr. Nanos. Welcome. I hope you're getting something out of this channel. Great that you're here. Hello. Today we are going to... What are we going to do? Actually, like always, I'm not really sure. Now, we're definitely going to work on the new EP, and I'm really sorry that I haven't been able to stream that much lately. It's a lot of stuff going on, and I also have to, take care of some monetary things. But we had this year. That was our to-do list for this new EP, and again, this new EP should be. I am actually planning to work a lot with other musicians and do recording sessions here, which we already did last month, which was okay. I think it was an interesting experience. It wasn't bad. It was okay. I think I learned a lot from that, and we're going to continue doing that. And I think it's going to be really good. The next EP is going to be really good, I think. So what we could do today? We could work on that piece we actually recorded with the two string players. Beginning electronics, end part unclutter, less vibrato and melody. That's obviously something we need to do when we record that again. Lullaby, arrange for strings. We could arrange that for strings. That's something we could do. By the way, we have way too many tracks at that moment, so maybe we'll do another EP between these. Maybe we'll do a mid-year EP, or just like a mid-year 2 singles or something. Let's see. String loop, whole track maybe 2 minutes. Yeah. Let's see. Hummingbird rework. That's, if you don't know, that's a piece, one of my favorite pieces I ever wrote. And it's like by wrote I mean it's really just an improvisation. It's not even here in my top. That's the weird thing, right? On Spotify, if you go through the popular 5 tracks, usually these are not the best ones. I mean, at least in my view. Let me see. It's not under the EPs. It's singles and EPs here, probably. So yeah, here on String Orchestra, it's the second track. It's my favorite one, and it has like 7,000 plays. Yeah, there you go. That's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, so we could do a rework of that. So rework would mean just arranging it for strings and other instruments and seeing what we can get out of that. String quartet. I wrote a string quartet way back, and I want to use at least one movement of that. Little Insects and Old Bee. Oh yeah, that's something we worked on last, I think. And then we have 3 piano improvisations. So, yeah, what should we work on? I think this stream today will be about 2 hours, by the way. So yeah, until like 12, what's it? 1 p.m. probably. Maybe 3 hours, right? So what will we be working on? You know what? I would like to listen to this Vienna track and just listen to it and see if the criticism we had was actually was correct. I mean, it's not like there's something like correct and not correct in this space, but something I like and don't like. Yeah, and right away, I think she separated the notes, and I think it's better to at least the first to play it with one bow. The first I mean, I didn't write anything, and I wasn't sure what I wanted from her, so she did something, which was good. But I think it's better to wait. I got an email. Okay. Yeah, I think that is something we need to work with. Well, that is something we need to work on. I'm just going to open that piano EP, sheet music, no, hummingbird, reverb, yeah. Just going to open the Dorico file right now. Here we go. Okay, so that's this track here. So, and what I want is not to play these separately, but we just do this. And now I would love to just write simile here and just not do this anymore, because it's pretty obvious at that point, whoops, what should be played. Now, playing technique, is it? Yeah, that would be great if I could just do this. Okay, but I can't. Okay, let me just Google that. How to do that should be possible. Simile Dorico. Except to playing techniques, sim is already included in one of the supported expression types, extension types, but that doesn't help with things that are not playing techniques, such as articulations. Yeah. No, but with playing techniques, it doesn't work. You know what, I'll just write text. But then again, that text is system text, so it appears on all the instruments. It should just appear here. Oh. Common apparato music. Oh, mute, non-vibrato, open, ordinario, sensor vibrato, vibrato. Yeah, that's what I want. This exact thing here, simile. I mean, that's a very common thing, right? It isn't in there. You can always add it. You create your own playing techniques, text, glyphs. Okay, then we'll create our own playing techniques. How do we do that? Here's a plus sign. Add playing technique. Name, simile. No, it's not a mute, not new symbol. Multiphonic. Maybe we can just maybe we can just duplicate that. New from selection, perfect. It's called vibrato 2 right now. Let's call this simile. And the text, pop over text is simile. Playing technique is just, yeah, I don't know, doesn't matter really. I mean, it matters for playback, but pop over text, it's just sim. Yes. Okay. Okay, and now it should actually, does it work? Yeah, simile. Perfect. There it is. That's what I wanted. Okay. I mean, this is not necessarily a playing technique, right? But, well, is it? Is it though? I don't know. Okay. So we have that, and so okay. That is something we solved. Great. Let's go back to that. Yeah, no. Let's go again. Okay. I mean, like I said, we need to adjust these phrasings, but yeah, and less vibrato, vibrato again. When she played it, it's the thing. She played it beautifully, but it's too much, I think. There's no. information. No, it's alright. Maciej Zadowski writes, hey, hi Maciej, how are you on this beautiful Wednesday morning it is. Oh well. Hey Maciej, by the way, do you have any idea if this is possible to be played, like right now she separates, there's the cello, right? And she separates the notes, right? You think it would be possible to just play this with one bow? Should be possible, right? Oh, the camera is off. Wait, I just have to change the batteries. Maciej says, cool, thanks. How are you? Thank you. I think I'm okay. Wait, I'll be right back changing the camera's batteries. Alright, let me just check something real quick. Okay, but that sounds okay. Yeah, Maciej says, it depends. Well, I thought, we tried several things while we were recording this. What I wanted was, which didn't really work out, was that she played this as double stop. So, and while this E was sounding, we still had that G going on in the background. So we had two notes, which was really hard to do. So we didn't do that. Yeah. Maciej says, I will come back to you and explain it soon and explain it. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Maciej. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously, this is something we could do while we were recording this, but it's always better to, to have this ready beforehand, and so the musicians just sit there and know exactly what to do and can just do it. You know, I was thinking this was pretty simple to play because in my mind, you know, coming from guitar, you just move that finger here and just move them up the fret. But she was doing something with going to harmonics and using harmonics a lot. Which I mean, it sounded different. It sounded very like flautando, very beautiful. Yeah, but I don't know. I think we'll have to record again, and then we'll just do some stuff here. But I think this is a track. Maybe we'll record that with a bigger ensemble. Maybe we won't. Let's see. I hope we will. And you know what? In a way, that depends on how my coins are doing. No, not really. But I'd like to check my crypto investment every 2 minutes. I should not do that, I think. Yeah, definitely should not do that. Yeah, but right now it's looking good. So if by the end of the year we are up a couple of €1,000, we'll do a grand old recording session. If I'm down a couple of euros, I will cry. All right. Hey, camera, what are you doing? Please don't. Okay, that is weird. I have no idea why it's doing that, but it is. So, hey, but the good thing is, since the update of OBS, we don't have to restart OBS once we restart the camera. All right. So. Yeah, and I'm not really happy about this. And maybe about this entrance here of this melody. I mean, it is the same note as this. Hey, and maybe we don't even need these two here, right? Because these notes are already in that melody here, so we're just doubling this. Yeah. So we're just doubling this D. Is it a D? Yeah. This F. Here. And it doesn't really, I mean, doubling in two instruments is what happens to the camera again? I think it's overheating. Is that possible? I think the camera is just too hot. Cal, hey, Cal says, hey Felix, did you fall into a black hole? No, I'm having some problems with my camera, actually. It just turns off, even though the battery is full. So I'm thinking maybe last time it did that, it was because it was overheating. So thinking about just, let me build something real quick. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this works. Okay, so yeah. Hello, Cal. By the way, how are you on this beautiful Wednesday morning? So yeah, I think, but I fell back to working on this piece. And one thing I don't like is this thing here, that this melody. Yeah, it's that this melody joins on the same note, because it's kind of a problem to get right. If there are three instruments, I think I would say okay, that's okay. But at this point, I'm not sure about that. It's not a good, no good writing, I think. So maybe we'll just start later. And I'm not even sure if that's such a great idea. I mean, we could just imitate that. So if we just start here, mute that, fade that in, and maybe even a little bit quieter, like that. Yeah, it doesn't really. I think there's too much vibrato here, and in a way, I'm not really a huge fan of. Something's off. I can't really tell you what, but something is off. Wait, let me just. Yeah, maybe we'll need to fix that first before we do anything. Kel says, good man. Was checking out your Spotify the other day. Berkus and I'll see in 21 days doing well. Yeah. Also didn't realize you had 65,000 monthly listeners. That's impressive. I'd be happy with 10. Yeah, honestly, it's weird. It just, I think if you look at it, like this, I mean, and then I look at this here, and it was added to new classical releases, not quite classical X playlist. And it's just, these are the three playlists I looked at 2 years ago and thought, whoa, this would be so awesome if I was on these playlists. And I'm now added to all three of them. But I think, honestly, if you just keep on going, right, you will eventually get there. And I mean, it's easy to say because I'm also not doing that all the time. And I mean, the reason I have not been working on my music for the last week or so was that I had to do lots of other things that, just to, because this is nice, like 130 to 160,000 plays a month is okay. That's roughly like, let's calculate this. 140. I think it's roughly like about 400 to 500 euros a month. That's great. Don't get me wrong. That's awesome. But it doesn't pay all my bills, obviously. So I have to take care of that as well. So yeah, life gets in the way. But I think if you consistently work on that, on your music, it's actually very doable. Like honestly, 2 years ago, I was talking to my girlfriend and was just saying, hey, it should be possible to get like 150,000 streams a month, and then I would make like 400 to 500 euros as an expense doing the exact thing I love to do. That's the reason why I wanted to do this 20 years ago, and I thought, well, that seems a little bit far-fetched, but it seems somewhat realistic if I just keep on working on it. And yeah, it just did. So but I think most people will just give up after half a year, and because that growth is not linear, it's more of an exponential curve. yeah, you just don't get very far. If you're just doing it half a year, you have to do it for years and years and years. So but don't get me wrong, I'm really happy about that. But it will probably go down, because I just released my album, and now that's that, and there will not be anything new for the next months probably. So this will eventually go down. If you look at the whole, it just didn't have this massive spike here. And it's not a spike. It is going down again. But you see here, that was, I think, when I released something. I'm not even sure what anymore. But it gradually went down. But the great thing about this here is that, these algorithmic playlists here, Discover Weekly, for example, I now have 4 tracks on this. So it not only Becoming Ocean, but also Breakus and I'll See You in 21 Days. Both on this Discover Weekly and this one, Your Daily Mix, and all these algorithmic playlists, which you don't get added or deleted from these playlists automatically. So yeah, Becoming Ocean has been consistently generating streams for years now. And if I figure if I have like some more of these here, the streams, at least in the short term, will not drop that dramatically, which is great, right? So Maciej Sadowski writes, okay, I'm back. So did you write legato in the score? Are that 6th jumps? Yeah, these are 6th jumps. So I didn't necessarily write legato. I can do that. Legato. And this one here as well, legato. Cal asks, what about other platforms? Just Spotify doing well? Yeah, it's really just Spotify, which is not a good sign, I think. Let's see, Apple Music. Apple Music for Artists. Sign in. Doop. Go. What? Apparently I don't know my password anymore. Okay. Allow file. All right. And I'm in, and if you look at the numbers there, we could just also look at DistroKid, right? Oh, okay. Well, if this is the last week, that's actually more than triple of, yeah, okay. Well, that's good. You see like 48 streams. So, but it's more than it was before. Yeah, and if you look at, let's go to DistroKid. You can see that still the vast majority music. The vast majority comes from Spotify. So here's Spotify for Artists last year. Whoa, more than 500,000 streams. That's a lot. Last 7 days, 26,000. Yeah, so where do I see? Spotify, so iTunes and Amazon. Yeah, all time 62. So it's basically 0. Apple Music, yeah, 4,000. So as you see, yeah, it's really just Spotify at that point. And I hope that it expands to the other platforms as well. But yeah. Kel says, just goes to show how superior Spotify's algorithms are for finding new music. Well, I think you're right. But that's also, yeah, I think Apple Music just has curators, and you can't pitch to them, I think. No, it's not like with Apple Music, with Spotify, Spotify for artists, where you can pitch your music. But yeah, I think with Apple Music, it's just, they don't even look at it because it doesn't have enough traction. And compared to other artists, it's just a drop in the bucket, a drop in the ocean. So yeah, I'm really happy with Spotify, honestly. Majay writes, did you write arches in cello? No. Okay, now I understand what you mean. No, I wrote it like that, like without articulation, without any arches or bowings or whatever. Because I thought, well, we'll figure that out when we are recording it, so she can just try out several things, and I can see if I like it or not, and then we'll decide on that. And at that point, I thought, well, okay, it might work like that. But now listening back to the recording with some time, with some distance, I think it would have been a better choice to go legato and to play these on one bow, and then maybe separate these a little bit, and now I could do this, but that would make it, that would make the intent a little bit more obvious, but it's a little bit harder to read. Not necessarily, but it just clutters up, and I think it's something a player would do naturally, so that's kind of the default, I think. So I'll just leave it like that. I could maybe do this so that the first one is tenuto, but nah. I think this is clear enough. Yeah. So this is one thing. Now the more important problem here is this one, and another thing that I didn't really figure out while we were recording was the vibrato part. Something really doesn't work here. Something doesn't. Maybe it's this vibrato in the viola. Yeah, I think this here then just needs to be less vibrato. And I was sitting there and they were playing, and I was a little bit overwhelmed because it did sound quite beautiful. Like if you just listen to this. The vibrato here sounds beautiful, right? I think. But in combination with this melody, it just doesn't really. It's also a slight intonation issue. Yeah, but that's. I think I'm getting lost in details right now. I'm not sure how to solve this right now. Kels writes, what about a guitar track? Did you try it in the end? No, not yet. I did not try a guitar track. I was thinking if you... I know I should stop shilling this playlist of mine, but it already has like 2,214 likes. I'm blown away by this, honestly. But there's a track from Jed Greenstein called City Boy, and there is a guitar in there, which I really like, especially in the end. It's getting like has this distortion pad, and it's a really good piece. So I'm thinking maybe we'll incorporate some guitars, but a track purely based on guitar, I'm not seeing that, just because I'm not that good at playing guitar. I can play guitar quite okay. It's good. I can play backing guitar and can play some small solos, and I've been playing this for more than 10 years now. So I think I'm okay. But yeah, it's nothing compared to the piano. So I think the best ideas will come from playing the piano, starting there, and then just taking it to all sorts of other instruments. Carol says, lost in details. Yeah, that can be a rabbit hole. Yes. Yeah, that's, I think, the reason why I should just move on, right? Just, I would like to have a solution for this here, to figure out why this doesn't sound the way I want it to. And that's like one of the big things to hone as a skill, is to figure out why something sounds bad and what you can do to improve it. I mean, it doesn't necessarily sound bad. It's just there's something that I don't like. Well, the thing is, okay. Maje writes, maybe you can try to take off some vibrato and melodyne in the violin. It should work with such big verbs. Yeah, the problem is, I think the main vibrato problem is in these tracks, and these are recorded like we have both instruments. I mean, it's they were playing right next to each other, so one microphone was there, one was there, but there's a lot of bleeding from one microphone to the other, from one instrument to the other instrument. So it's not like we can have a single. Yeah, I'm thinking more about. I mean, this will be recorded again. This was just a workshop. Let's try this idea out and see where it goes and what works and what doesn't. So it served this purpose perfectly. So that's fine. The thing I'm not worried about, but I'm trying to solve. It's more of a compositional issue. So maybe we need to do something like that, where we have this F. So maybe at this point it just doubles. Maybe let's do like that. So at this point we have this D. And then, which basically is some kind of our melody. It's a very dialed back melody, but it is a melody. And so we just add this here, but just as quarter notes. And at that point here we can have a long sustained note with a little bit more vibrato, but I think this might solve the problem. Because at that point we don't have yeah, I think the problem was that this melody was kind of too close to this accompaniment here, and at the same time too different in that it was a completely different articulation. So maybe that solves it. I'm not sure. Maybe. Yeah, and here it's a little bit different because this one here is one octave lower, and I also think that yeah, that's better. That's better. I think we'll do it like that. See, another thing we learned in this workshop recording session. That's why I love to do these. All right. Cal says, this track probably, you mean, reminds me of a score from a film called Enduring Love. Well, yeah, it definitely has some film score vibes. I don't know the film, actually, but I'll take that as a compliment. man, this playback is so brutal. Let's just add at least senza vibrato here, and here. It's just for playback. Yeah, maybe, you know, we can maybe draw these out a little bit. Maybe we'll, you know, give them a dot. Make them just a little bit longer. Yeah, okay. I think that might solve our problem. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it does. We'll see. Yeah, so then we have the same thing 1 octave lower. Let's go there. And obviously we have this here. Like Majay says, okay, have a great day, Cal and Felix. I have to go back to my strings editing. All right, Majay. It's beautiful that you've been here. And yeah, talk to you soon about your album and the collaboration, which hopefully will happen. Let's see. It's a little bit a lot of stuff to do right now, but oh wait. Kel says, at Maciej Sadowski, have fun. Yeah. I mean, editing strings can be fun, right? You're free of this creative burden to create something entirely new. I like this here. I like this very much. So if we have a double bass, if we have a cello and a double bass, we can actually play this. Although I also like it like that. That's very deep. Wait. Majay says, cool, see you soon. Yeah, see you soon, Majay. And good fun to you. Kel says, I'll be heading out for a barbecue soon. Oh, that's great. I would love a barbecue right now. That's good. You can, man, if this was possible to just send over the food via this stream, I'd love that. That was not supposed to happen. Whoops. So sorry. Just pressed the wrong button. Yeah, but honestly, don't. I'm just, you know, 60% of my live streaming is for just keeping me focused on this, you know, on creating music. So it's all good. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, let's just notate that in case we have a double bass and another cello. So we need to add another instrument. So double bass. Yeah, the question is how it's tuned. C, E, A, D, G. Well, one that goes down to the low C. Yeah, usually they have this mechanism to, I mean, not all, but some double basses have this mechanism to just drop down the lower, so it's like a drop C mechanism. So let's consider that. Now here we need the double bass is there. Oh, okay, it's all the way down there, so let's just move it up a little. And let's just notate this here. So where is this exactly? Okay, it's here. This. Here, I think. Yeah, exactly. So, and I think this is really just this here, but just half tempo, 1 octave down. We'll just do that. So like that. And well, we should be able to use insert and then just make this longer, right? Yeah, perfect. That's what I wanted. Cal asks, what would be a monthly listener count you'd pay all your bills with, and do you think it's possible? Yeah, I think it's very possible. Especially if you take into account that it's not just the streaming revenue. But I think, I need about 1,500 euros to be even with, I mean, maybe a little bit more, but so, I mean, we could do a calculation of that, like 1,500 euros, how many streams would that be? So if you had X streams times this, so we would have to do that, divide by 0.004. Yeah, so about 450,000 streams. That would equate to about, I would say, 200,000 monthly listeners, a little bit more, like 200 to 300,000 monthly listeners. And I mean, that sounds like a lot, but I think in 3 years from now, if I continue doing that, what I'm doing here, this is realistic. It's not out of the question. And especially taking into account that I'm building several streams of revenue and streams of income. And I wouldn't consider Spotify passive income because it's not really, I mean, it's kind of passive income, but I'm working on this right now. I'm just getting paid later. So yeah, if in 2 years and 5 years, the tracks I've been working on for the last 2 years will generate streaming revenue all the time, I have been working on that. It's not like I didn't work for that. I did work for that a lot. All right, so let's listen to that here. But I think, yeah, it's possible. It's definitely possible. Okay. Okay. So listen to that. I mean, that's good. I like that. Yeah, maybe, man, I want to record with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 musicians. Just 5 strings in the studio. I really, really want to do that. Cal says, if only Spotify pays more per stream. Yeah, that would be great. Or if Apple Music started discovering my music and putting it on playlists, that would be great too. But yeah, that's nothing you can really plan for. I mean, all you can do is just consistently make music and make the best music you can. And just do that for years. And I think eventually it will happen. But yeah. What different other things should I believe, right? Cal says, ever thought about merch or vinyl editions or not your style? Yeah, I definitely thought about that. One thing I'm pretty hot about right now is is releasing this EP we're working on right now as an NFT edition. So the NFT hype is real, and it's not going anywhere. It's to stay, I think, because, and that's one of the main things. It has this great utility that also for artists, you actually in a digital world where everything is infinitely copyable, you actually have the chance to have something unique. Which is not copyable, so it's non-fungible. So I was thinking of releasing this, and I can show you. I actually already did some artwork and some consideration of how this would look. I was thinking of releasing this EP here as, let me show you, as a vinyl version. It's basically a lithy cut where you can, if it's done right, it sounds really good, and you can actually have like 10 separate tracks. So I will probably make like 10 different albums, which will be slightly different, meaning that they have different interludes on, maybe, the main tracks will be the same, and different covers as well. This is one cover I made. And I think that's from an artist who programmed an algorithm, but I changed that algorithm a bit so you can vary that cover as well. So I will basically produce 10 different covers with 10 tracks and 10 different track listings on vinyl, and each of these vinyls will have a unique QR code with an NFT on the back of it. So there will just be 10 of these, and I will sell these. And yeah, I'm thinking like this will be an investment of like 4, 5, maybe 600 euros. I will have to put into that. And the great thing about these NFTs is that you can program into these contracts that the owner of this NFT, connected to this vinyl, once he sells this. So if you're a collector or something and you want to buy this from another person, I get a share of that. Of that transaction. So I could say like 10-15% if you buy that will go to me. So even if in 100 years, people are still trading this, which will probably not happen, but I just want to try it to see how it works. People are still trading this. My children will get 10-15% every time this changes hands, and this is a very, very strong case for NFTs, because it really changes the way we think about copyright and an artist's participation in the market, which I think it's going to be a big thing in the next coming years. And I'm also I also just put some work into. Wait, I can show you that. But that won't generate any income. I'm pretty sure about that. But it's just something I fancy to do. A little shop on my homepage where you can buy the sheet music for example, for piano here, for that track, with all the music beautifully laid out. But like that. And I mean, Bandcamp is also there. I should get much more involved with that. So there are several points where I can, put more work into to do that. And but it's like I said, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. You have to do that many hours a week for it to work. Kel says, cool. As weird as it sounds, for smaller artists, CDs are still selling. Yeah, I know. Maybe with people who have older cars or people who collect CDs. I know. But I'm just, there's just so much I can do. So I've thought about that. I've given it some thought, but right now I'm more focused on this. I'm just figuring out this whole NFT space, because I think from an artistic royalties standpoint. It's going to be interesting. Maybe not that iteration right now, but it's going to be very interesting. So that's like my main focus right now. But yeah, and like writing music, right? Because as I was researching it, and it's not so obsolete as people make it out to be. Yeah, I've heard that as well. And I've seen lots of smaller artists as well releasing CDs still. So it's not that far-fetched that this is actually still a thing. Just like cassettes. Some people release cassettes, especially in this ambient space. Well, here, and then again, I'm thinking... Oh, wait. Let's make this longer. And have it fade out. Perfect. Yeah. Kel asks, do you record mix in 44.1 or 48? I usually go for 48, because I think this 44.1 is just what's this called? Yeah, just something from the CD era, where you just couldn't get 48. So he said, well, okay, let's drop it a little bit lower. No, I generally just record in 48. Kel says, I tried 96 the other day, but my plugins couldn't handle it. Yeah, you know what's great about 96 is that, I mean, if to people who don't know, we're talking about the frequency with which a digital audio signal is sampled. So with 44.1, it's 44,100 times a second there's a sample, which tells the audio codec when, which level to output. And obviously you can go much lower and much higher, and there's lots of implications with that. But if you go, usually you would go like 44.1 or 48,000 kilohertz. But sometimes you can also go to 96,000, so double that, or even 190 something. You can go really crazy with this. But the great thing is, if you have these many points per second, you can stretch that. So that's something I think they do with film soundtracks a lot, is that you have sounds, and when you just pitch them down or just play them slower, then you get these weird different worlds, when the tiger growls and stuff like that. So you get really a lot of, it sounds so much different. And if you then have many data points to, for example, you could play 96 kilohertz. If you recorded it with 96 kilohertz, if you play that at half speed, you still have the full resolution, right? You still have 48,000 data points at that point, which still sounds perfect, but you just have a much lower, a very, very different sound, and you have it in the best quality possible. So that's, I think, one of the big advantages of recording in these high Abtastraten is the German word, these high frequencies. Apart from that, I'm not sure if it's really that much use, and if you can really hear that. I don't know. But yeah, if you want to pitch it down, especially, it's a really great thing, because otherwise, if you imagine you just have the fewer number of data points you have per second, the worse your signal gets. So if you just have 2 data points, it would just make, and the fewer you have, the more distortion you have. And I'm not talking about good distortion, I'm talking about really bad distortion. So yeah, long story short, I record in 48 kilohertz, like almost always. All right, let's just do what I wanted to do and go through this. I think I like this here. This is fine. That's a little bit too loud. Yeah, I mean, this is fine again, because it's, it's 1 octave above that accompaniment, this melody, so it doesn't clash with it like it did here. So I think that's fine. Cal says, I've got to head out. See you next time. Cal, see you next time. It's great that you've been here. It's always a pleasure to see you. And guten Appetit, I would say in German, with the barbecue. Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to do that here. I mean, this part is beautiful, I like that. And the panning is really weird. And it's a little bit too loud. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, this is fine. This whole thing is fine. Up to this point, it's perfect. This part here. Okay, so let's just figure that out real quick. So this is good. Now we have this middle part. Good. Then we have this. All right. That's just the, like, basically the first idea here. That's basically this. Yeah, we'll just take this exact thing here. Wait, no, we'll take it in the viola. Is it? Oh, it's the cello. Okay. It's basically the same thing here. We'll just do it once and then twice. 3 times a lady. Alright. We'll add 20 bars here and just see how this goes. So, no, we'll move it up. Perfect. Let's create a rehearsal mark. Is it that? Yes. All right, and here in the accompaniment layer we have, I think, the same thing, just at half speed. yeah, it's the same thing, half speed. But these two. So, hey, that makes a lot of sense, right? We'll delete that, and that as well. Goodbye. So we'll take this. Alright, and just put it here and make it 1 octave lower. Oh no! We need to be in insert mode, and then we can do this little neat trick here. Just make this a lot longer. No. No. Okay, that's what I wanted. And somehow it did mess up this. Yeah, I think that's good. And we'll just do, oh wait, better idea. Dynamics, pianissimo, crescendo. That's what we'll do. So maybe we can play this here. Oops, no, that's not supposed to be there. Okay. So we can play this with 2 celli. Because for a double bass it's pretty high. Okay, let's take this. Boom. I mean, this sounds a little bit crappy right now, but listen to this. Wait. I think I like it. Yeah, up to this, I think it's good. Up to that red part here. The red area is where it gets messy. Yeah. And then maybe we'll do that again. And with this here, just go up and then down and down and down and down. And that's it. Down to the G. And we'll do a D diminuendo like that. And the same thing goes here. Okay. So maybe that's good, maybe that's bad. I don't know. It's just a process. Let's see how this sounds. I mean, one thing we could try is do this. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know. That's the fun thing about just using a process and having no idea what you're doing. I mean, I have some idea, but well, there's a constant clicking here. A click, click, click. Well, there's a constant clicking. Okay, no, it's. Let's see which audio device we're using. Yeah, Universal Audio Thunderbolt. Man, Universal Audio just fix your Windows drivers, really. It's just a pain. Maybe we'll do this. Maybe this works better. Maybe it does. It's a bit quieter. Yeah, what if we go higher here? Let's listen to that. I think I already did some things here at some point. Yeah, here with this piano. That's actually kind of beautiful. Well, after this bar here, it tends to get really bad, but up to that point, it's quite okay actually. Yeah, so it's a little bit different from what is written here. So I'm not sure what to use. I mean, what we could do is just do the same thing, but just differently. We could just start over again. You know, and we could really just go repeat that. All right, but then we'll use this here. Exit insert mode. And we could just, wait. It should be possible to just copy that. Oh, wait. Cut that. Could just cut that. And I think it should be possible to paste special explode this. Yeah! Ha! Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Dorico. This is just really the best function. So, man, do I have to... Let's see, can I just copy these and paste them here? Yeah, that's what I wanted. All right, I'll do this, and we'll do the same thing here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. That's really high. That's really high. That's going to be really hard to play. I mean, it's at half speed, so maybe it's a little bit easier, but still, that's really high. Yeah, we'll have to think about that. We'll have to think about that. All right, you know what? Let's leave this track at that. I will write a comment for me to read in the future. So let's put a comment here, and that comment goes, find a better ending, maybe. This is the piano track from later in the piece. Too high for cello, maybe go down, question mark. Listen to Ableton project to continue. How to end this, I don't know. I don't know. All right. I mean, I don't know if that's helpful at all for future Felix, but maybe it is. Even though I have to say, I think what I like, I mean, this is really messy here. But one thing I like about this ending is this canon of this. I like that a lot, but I also like this a lot here. I think I like everything except for this red part here. Yeah, I like this. Like the pad in the background. It's a little bit loud. No, that's okay. I like that. Yeah, but this track still needs some work, especially this part here. This we will have to record again. I think this is probably a track we'll if we ever go to the studio. Yeah, we'll record with an ensemble. Okay, it still needs a lot of work. What do we need to work on here? Let me see, we need to, just so I can write that down. I think the beginning is, I would love to find some electronics in the beginning, you know, so that's not just something. And if it's our just, if it's just one note, you know what? Let's try that. I'll just switch on the turn on the Rev 2. Right. Even if it's just okay, wait. I'm wondering, why are we hearing this? Shouldn't be possible. Okay. 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 But then again, why? Well, we should be able to hear some reverb. Like a lot of reverb. But there is none. What is going on? Okay, that is a little bit weird. Okay. That's better. All right. Yeah, you know what? Let's. I know we did this already. I know we did this on the last stream, but I think I'll do it again. I'll try it again. I'll just try to just use that beginning and come up with something on the synthesizer, on the Rev 2. And I think we can just get rid of this because that was just not good. So effects board. All right. Wait, is that the right input? No, it's not. We need the model. All right. Something's not good here. Audio engine is off. It shouldn't be off. Ah, maybe it's because another beautiful thing about working on Windows, you can't have one ASIO driver using the same, like two programs using the same ASIO driver. Not possible. Then programs will be angry, like that here. So now it should work. Okay. All right. Okay, that's there. Let's also take that Rev 2 thing and just loop that. Maybe up to, yeah. Let's see if we can come up with something. Okay, maybe not that. All right. I mean, that's not bad. Yeah, maybe some very distant, lots of reverb. Oh, it's a little bit too low. Okay, let's see again. Yeah, just going to do some. Sorry about that. I don't know, that sounds very 80s soundtrack. I don't know. Let's use more attack. And some beautiful LFO on the pitch. What is it? Well, maybe not. it's really, really hard to find anything good, really. That's the closest thing to something. Just one G. I think that's the best I can come up with right now. I mean, let's just record that on the blooper. Yeah. I mean, that's maybe a little bit boring, but it works. It works. That's the only thing I found yet that kind of works. Let's try some modifiers. Oh, okay, that might be interesting. I'm just playing with these blips. This good? Yeah, I think maybe something like that. Yeah, maybe that's maybe something. Maybe with a little less reverb. Yeah, maybe we're onto something here. Yeah, okay, I'll leave it at that, but I think that's a possibility. Okay, let me just stop. Let's stop the blooper. Okay, so whoa. So let's hear it. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, the Rev 2 is still playing. I have to switch it off. Okay. Yeah, this might be interesting. Might be also really bad, but you know, that's a good space. That's a good place to start. If you're not sure if it's bad or good, but I think it's definitely a little bit interesting. And ignore that bird chirping for bird sex out there. Let me just try something. Pan that left and that right. And we'll just move them around a little bit. Might be interesting. And we could even do that for a little more. Some more bars. Well, I mean, it's weird. And I'm not sure if in a good way or in a bad way, but there is something in there I like. All right. You know what? I'll just leave this in. I'll just leave this in and see where it goes. Oh, that's really quiet. Okay, let's just turn this down a little bit. What? Yeah, it's weird. It's a second layer that completely transforms this here because it's a counterpoint, and suddenly you mash these things together and they create something new. And that's what happened here. I like it. I think I like this. It's still too rough a little bit because harmonically it. I mean here, it's. Yeah, but I like it. I think I like it. Maybe we'll have to create more of these here. And I was thinking maybe we could feature this here somewhere in the beginning as well, because it sounds really good. And it's good to start with. Yeah, maybe we don't. Maybe we just don't. So you have to listen for like 2 minutes to get to the good part. Or, I mean, we have to just make the beginning that good that people are hooked into. That's, I think, the trick. Just make the beginning really good, because that's what drives your Anfang prägt, Ende bleibt. Beginning shapes your expectations of what's to come, and if your expectation of what's to come is not high, then you have a problem, because beginning should be really biggest promise of all. Yeah, I like it. I think I like this here. We'll have to see when it's there and how many is happening and in which places exactly, but that's micromanagement we'll do later. I think I like this. And even if we have to create a new version of this, that's not a problem really. No. In the pauses it could just do more of these bleeps. I mean, it's not like there's a pause, but at the end of the phrase, 2 bars in, it could do more. And I think overall we need less vibrato, because what I love about the sound of this, like later, this early, man, I always forget his name on the stream. Purcell. Like the recordings of Purcell, or like the Bach era, so a little bit later, but Purcell was a little bit earlier. But what I love about these recordings, is that they use so scarce vibrato. I think it's just, it's humble. It feels humble to use less vibrato. I don't know why, but it's just me. But you know, and I think this whole piece would benefit from this. You know, if you put it into that frame. So if I'm saying play as if you were playing on antique instruments. So this should not be a like late romantic Dvorak. Oh wait, is Dvorak late romantic? You know what I mean. Although it's beautiful, she plays it beautifully here. I have to say, it's really. Yeah, let's. I think it should just be dialed back. And then we can break out of this and use more vibrato at certain places, but really just be very conscious about where we do that. Alright, that's enough for this piece for today. That was quite a lot for this piece for today, actually. Whoa, okay. My crypto investments are doing okay right now. Maybe I should sell or DCA out. Maybe I don't, because I'm greedy. I mean, it's not like I'm making much money. It's really, it's just fooling around here. Yeah, I'm happy if we at the end of the day can make you know, can finance a big recording session. So, and by big I mean 5 people recording in a room. That would be awesome in a studio. All right, that's enough for this. Let us move on to something else. So, beginning electronics. I think we solved that, actually. Yeah, less vibrato in melody. We will not be able to solve that until we re-record this. Lullaby. We would have to arrange that for strings, but first we need to finish the composition. The composition is still not really where I want it to be. We could just have a look at it, but it's here as well. Yeah, this here. We could play it, but it sounds bad. Oh wait, it's muted. And it's too loud. All right. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Okay, the first 9 bars are good. That's weird. That's weird. Either we establish this from the very beginning, or we don't. Or we accelerate slowly, but not in your face. Here are triplets. And if I think about it, I think doing this in the beginning is better. If it's played by strings. It reminds me a little bit of Johan Johansson's Stuk. Well, that's fine. Yeah, let's do that. Because the basic the timing of maybe then we need more pauses. Man, I can't even say how many versions of this we have already. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do the first couple of bars and then we'll move on. Okay. Wait, what was what was our triplet shortcut? We had one. We made one. I remember. Yeah, that was Command and this weird key. And the same down here, please. So that and triplet. All right, 3-2, perfect. And we'll just use the diminuendo. 2, 3. Okay, and there needs to be one more bar in here. So not B. Oh yes. All right, one more. And then we'll do the same thing. Literally the same thing. Just yeah. Only difference is that this D is now a C sharp. So we'll place it a little bit later. So here. Now, can we just create the top note? Ah, okay, then we're using, obviously makes sense. We're selecting the top note of all the tracks we've selected. Yes, perfect. Okay, I'm getting better with these shortcuts. wait, there's another to do. I need to... Oh, there's so much stuff to do. Okay. Wait. So much stuff to do. We need to register tracks with GEMA, because I forgot to do that. And you know, actually the GEMA pays me, I mean, it's not much, but a couple of thousand euros a year is really not bad, right? It's not much, but it's not also not nothing. So yeah, and I tend to forget to register my tracks with the GEMA. Yeah, I think we'll do this differently. We'll have a crescendo up to that point and then a diminuendo here. So dynamics, pianissimo to mezzo piano maybe, and then diminuendo. And that mezzo piano will be here on the 2. All right, let's delete that because that's basically the same. All right, so we have this. Wait, maybe let's make it a little bit longer. Yeah, let's done. I don't know how to continue. I feel like the problem with this piece is it's so easy to get lost in details here, and then you work on these details for hours and hours, and then you come back with a pair of fresh ears and you listen to it, and it's just way too complicated. So, and that happened to me 2 times with this piece now. So that's why we reverted back to the triplet idea and back to the just plain quarter notes, because it's really, it shouldn't be too complicated. And at the same time, it's easy to get really boring. So it's hard to finish this actually. Yeah, I mean, obviously this will not be able, it can't go like that. Yeah, and you see it's all over the place, this track. Let's do 4/4 here. And have this also be a... Okay. Now that's a weird thing with Dorico. I want to insert 1 bar. Okay, let's do it differently. Just do that. Have this be half note. And delete this bar. Perfect. But I still love the idea of this, you know. Like I said, the whole idea behind this EP is it's not memorial, but it's a reflection of the things that pulled me out of this Corona depression burnout mode, and the things that pulled me in. And one thing that really helped me was just, you know, spending time with my daughter. And this piece in particular is feels like I'm singing, like, you know, usually I'm singing to her in the evening. I think I said that at some time. And then at some point I'm getting really tired. So my voice breaks away and just sing some certain parts, and the voice crumbles away, and then we both fall asleep at some point. And that's really beautiful. That's one of the most beautiful things I felt in my life. So yeah. And this is kind of is reminiscent. This track is reminiscent to this moment. And obviously, it's not a famous children's song or anything. It doesn't have to be. Yeah, so that's what I think. We will finish this piece one way or the other, and it will be part of this EP, I think. I know they say kill your darlings, but this track is going in. Yeah, but we'll have to figure out how we deal with these triplets and with these rhythms. I mean, here it definitely has to start with these triplets as well. That's for sure. So 3-2, perfect. And if it goes on in 8 notes here, that's and maybe then triplets here. And maybe like that. All right, now we have to do the same thing for these here. All right. Triplets, yes, please. And here 8 notes. And here triplets again. Right. And then quarter notes. Yeah, let's see how this works. One thing I know is that it should start with pianissimo as well. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Maybe we'll do something like that. Wait. No. Triplet, please go away. We will do maybe we'll do something like that. No, that's too long. Thank you. All right, and these 3 belong together. So dynamics, group dynamics. Or is it link? I think it's group if you're in one track. All right. Maybe that second 8th note is too much. Second quarter note. Okay, that pause is too long then. Maybe that needs to go in. Maybe this is longer. Like that. Yeah, and we'll just do dun boom boom. And the second one is double the length. Maybe we'll do another one. Let's make this shorter. Dotted quarter note, maybe. All right. Maybe we'll do a crescendo and a diminuendo here. Classic. All right. Okay, wait, I was just focusing on something else. Sorry. All right, let's do it again. Maybe it needs to be the exact same thing. Maybe it needs to be the exact same thing. And then we come in one quarter note later with that than expected. And maybe this is just plain and simple repetition. Maybe this is really just to establish some kind of pattern we can break later. Maybe. Maybe these need to be 8th notes as well. Maybe like that. A little longer. That needs to be a little bit. And again, like, it's so easy to get lost in details here. And I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it again. I mean, we have to do this at some point, don't get me wrong, but maybe this is not the time to do that. Maybe it is. Let's move this 1, 2, 3, 4. 16th notes there. All right. Okay. So just this. So we have our the first phrase done. And the focal point of this, like the what's Höhepunkt? The climax should be there. All right, and we'll group these together, please. All right, perfect. Once more, but I think then we have something to listen to on the next session. Then we'll just use the same thing here again. And then we'll have to vary it a little bit. Maybe we don't. Let's see. This is all stuff we have to figure out later. Okay. Because at that point, kind of works. And when we go to a pizzicato here. So at that point, this piece would make sense again. I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah. Okay. Good. I think we'll leave this piece at that. Now. Okay. So, yeah, what do we do next? I mean, the first thing obviously is finish composition. It's not like always you have composition and arrangement are two separate things, but quite often they are. So at this point we still have to finish that. And now then we can arrange it, and then obviously we can record it. Thank you, Felix. So I think we'll do like half an hour. Let me guess. What could we do? What else could we do today? Yeah, we could go through the piano improvisations. Maybe that's a little bit more interesting. Right, let's close this. Let's save this as a new version number 12. All right. Let's see. New EP. Material, I think there it is. String loop piano improvisation number 5. Let's listen to the last improvisation. Okay. I remember. That always reminds me of some kind of emergency room. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see if I can. I'm not really fond of this, I have to say. This, on the other hand, is a little bit more interesting. Wait, up. It's a little bit more interesting. Let's make this deep orange. That's better. Yeah, especially this major chord here. We could do a small band. It's not bad. Major. Yeah, that's what I do. I know myself so well. Yeah, I mean, I could turn this into a beautiful track with the string arrangement and this part. I think this part is getting better. Right now, it's not very good. But around here, I think I'm starting to experiment with lots of different harmonic upper structures. That's starting. Yeah, that's and here. Yeah. Yeah, but this is actually a good part. Yeah, these claps maybe not. Yeah, but this can be interesting as well. Oh, sorry. Obviously, honestly, this is something I will do until the rest of my life. For the rest of my life, I will. If I have to yawn, and if to sneeze, I will do it into the armpit. Learned that by Corona. Will never unlearn. Yeah, exactly. And it's getting good here when you add these harmonics, these harmonies in the back, and in the lower low end. One, two, three, four, five, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Now I somehow turned this into a 4/4. Probably because I didn't remember. But yeah. Yeah, well, that's. Yeah. I think I left it in there because that part here was much better. I like this background drone. Okay, yeah, this I think we can ignore that. I'll still leave it in. Maybe we'll need it. Excited about this here. This one, yeah. Wait, let's get back. Starting here, wait. Yeah. This is, I think, the best part from this whole thing. Because this can be developed into this ginormous piece. And rhythmically, it's interesting. Will be a lot of work, though. Basically, all that's there is this. Then we can do lots of stuff. Lots of stuffs. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. No, when I was working in Vienna, there was one thing in particular that was impressed me with a director I've been working with there, and that was that he reinvented scenes like that, like completely. So at some point he tried out some stuff and was like, yeah, okay, I think there's a problem here, there's a problem there, I don't like it, and just did a completely new one. Completely different setting, different relationships, different, and if he didn't like it, just reinvented another one. And what was really interesting about that was that it's very fluid. It was very flexible, and you could really just, you know, yeah, I think it greatly benefited the whole project because he wasn't committed to anything. Like if it wasn't working, he just threw it away and took a new idea. And that's, I think, a good approach with this. In general, an artistic approach I should at least consider more, because I feel like I'm getting attached to some ideas too much, and then I'm trying to make them work really hard. And in the end, all that time I spent making these ideas work, I could have spent just finding a new one, which might be much better from the start. So, yeah. I can see that. I can see that this might work. Let's unlink this track here. Unlink. All right. Are these still linked? Perfect. Whoops. No, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Man, I look stupid on camera. I'm just seeing this right now. Great. I love it. Alright. Okay, that sounds really bad. Let's move this here. No, not there. Dum bum bum. You know what? Let's record this again. It's just an idea for a drum pattern. Basically, chiasmos. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Now that's an idea. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the best idea, but it is an idea. Just for fun. Yeah, this can definitely work with some kind of beat. That as well, obviously. Now what is the main takeaway from this? This, I think, is the strongest idea. Maybe not. But this would have to be developed. It can't just start there. So maybe... Is that combinable? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. Is it 3, 4? And this is like a 4, 4. 1, 2. Doesn't matter, it's the same tempo. Only that this is triplets, so. This could be combined in a weird way. Maybe not that first one, but that. Yeah. That's good. That's a good idea. So, We have this here. Yeah, and this. Okay, now as a to-do, three piano impros. This one is impro, wait. Piano impro number 5. What should we do there? What do we do next? First thing is to find out if this, how to develop this idea here into a track. Let's call this B, idea B, and this one here is idea A. Idea A. So idea A works with this, which is a little bit boring, I think. We could definitely make a track out of that, but it's basically Thomas Newman in boring, or in, yeah. Although that here, then it might become a little bit more interesting. And then I'm thinking maybe going from here to here is quite a stretch. So I'm not sure. And this idea here is something completely different. Yeah, I feel like these don't really have a lot in common. Let's make this white here. Yeah, this idea here is I think the best, probably. Because I feel like this can really grow into something and be interesting. And it has this rolling. I like that. I like this 3/4, 1, 2, 3, and that it's just a three chord, 3-bar loop. It's I think the most interesting part here. I think this might also be interesting. Yeah. I'm not sure about this one. Okay, so I think we have 3 ideas. So idea C. Idea C. B is the strongest one. We can see if we can develop this. Idea B. And idea A. Well, this is some kind of an interlude, like a middle part. And this would be... like a backdrop where there should be a melody, which is missing at that point. Then we could go... That's possible, and then we bring in Scoto! Oh, sorry. That was too loud. Scooter, hello. How are you? Scooter writes, "What's up, Felix?" Yeah, it's I'm doing okay, I think. We're nearing the end of this session, though. But yeah, I think we did a lot today. How are you? How's your day? Yeah, like I said, I think there are 3 ideas here. So, and it's hard to combine them, I think. And in a way, I think we shouldn't combine them, because why glue something together which doesn't, you know. Scooter writes, crunches of the sharp 7. I'm so into it. Doing well, my man. Yeah. The sharp 7. You wait. I'm not sure what you mean, but I guess it's some musical thing. I like this part here in particular because it's a little weird. You know, it changes between major and minor and just goes down chromatically. I feel like we can. This could be a track like on the current the EP that's out yesterday. No, Friday. I think it came out. Where is it? Show me. Right. It's not even an EP. Hey, they classified it as an album. Great. Hey, Scotto, by the way, what kind of... oh yeah, I see somebody knows his music theory there. It's teasing the V/I. You mean the well, I come from... it sounds like it. Like the 5th with the root in the bass. Is that a thing? I think like classically you would say that's a 5th with a I would write 5 with a 4/6 Vorhalt. What's the English word for Vorhalt? Vorhalt, music theory, English. Hold music theory. No, I'm pretty sure that's the wrong term. You know, a note that wants to resolve to another note. So if you have a 5th, so for example G, yeah. So you have a C and an E, and that would be the 4 and the 6, which both want to resolve to 4 wants to go to 3, the 6 wants to go to 5. So that's how I would that's how I would classify it. I think a 5th, like a I think I was taught in music theory class that like way back that there is no such thing as a tonic with a that there is no such thing as a tonic with a 5th in the bass, because that's always a chord that wants to a chord that wants to resolve here. But as I see your but you wrote the 5th with the 1st. Well, I don't know. I have no idea. I was entirely wrong. I took the other. I was taking the 1st step with the 5th in the bass, which is the exact opposite of what you just said. So, yeah, I honestly have no idea what I'm doing there, as you see. But my fingers kind of know what they like, and that's the most important thing. And I can figure out what they did afterwards. So that's my whole approach, to be honest. The sharp leading... wait. Scooter writes, I'm being sloppy here, just saying the sharp leading tone is always pulling you back to minor. Yeah, exactly. This one, right, for example. But the fun thing is when you improvise, there was an improvisation here, right? So when improvising, at least I don't know, what about you? I guess you're also playing an instrument. I don't think about these things at all when I'm playing. It's just, this was just random. It felt very random, and my fingers just chose what to do next. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Yeah, but this is definitely something we could do, and it will be more something like this track here, where there's a beat. But this beat is really bad. I don't like it at all. It's very low and heavy and high and heavy, and there's nothing in the mids. It's really just... I don't really like how this track turned out. So, and the kick is very muffled and bass heavy, and well, you know, that's how it is. Oh, YouTube just banned a comment here from you, Skoto. Skoto writes, which is why you're actually doing this shit and I'm just commenting lol. Oh well, you know, honestly, the reason, one of the main reasons why I'm live streaming this is because it makes me work. You know, I can't just say, no, I don't want to do anything. I have a timer here and it goes like, I've been streaming for 2 hours, 93 minutes, no, 39 minutes. And yeah, it's I can't just doodle on Instagram and just do all sorts of other stuff. I just really have to work. And yeah, it keeps me productive. So, and it's always nice when people show up actually. Yeah, and today is a little bit slow, right? There are days when there are like 4, 5, 6, 8 people in chat, and they're, you know, it's taking a life of its own. And yeah, sometimes there are slow days, especially when I haven't streamed for quite a while. But yeah, it's always nice to, you know, to invite people to just talk, because it, you know, as you might know, writing music can be a very lonely process, and that's a good way to escape this as well. So yeah. So hey, what type of music do you make, if you're making music? Yeah, I like this one as well. Okay, so I'm not sure how we can, well, like which ideas should we follow. I like this one here because it has the potential to go somewhere like to big crescendo, but it feels like this is something taken from the end of some idea and just repeated over and over again. And if you just present this here, it just doesn't work. There needs to be something that builds up to this point, and that will be a lot of work to find this, I think, but I think I like it. And this one here is basically, it's done. This thing here is done. We just need to put all the pieces together, like, and this is a little bit boring, right? And it sounds like an emergency room telenovela soundtrack. I like this major chord. So that's what's bothering me. I think this part here is interesting, but we can't just start with that. So we have to maybe take some of this, put it into this first part. So, but I think these are the two ideas that will survive. Skoto writes, yeah, for sure. Not much lately. I guess that's... Oh, the camera just switched off. Oh no! I'll get a new battery right away. That's Skoto writes, not much lately. Yeah, that's really lovely. The done one. Emergency room, lol, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, that's the first thing I thought of, emergency room. I mean, I'm a child of the 90s. That's what I was watching. And Thomas Newman was all over the place. So yeah. Pretty much reminded me of that. Yeah, Tori Amos is what... Okay, Skoto writes, Tori Amos is what I hear a lot. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. It's Tori Amos, Thomas Newman. I think it's kind of... It sounds weird, but kind of similar harmonic language, I think. Wait, I just get some batteries. So, Scooter writes, same. I would say lifetime or lifetime original movie for a lot of that. You're from Germany? Yes, I am. In Berlin right now here. Beautiful Berlin. Well, but I don't see much of it anymore. I'm really more in my, there's certain districts in Berlin, and I don't really leave my district here at all anymore. Where are you from, Scotto? It's funny, when I ask people, I'm always surprised because they come from all sorts of areas in the world, from South Africa, from France, from United States, from India, from really all over the place. It's really a beautiful thing to think of. Aus den USA, from the United States. All right. And which part? I mean, I also like this in a way. But to be honest, what I like most about it is this pad in the background. Yeah, so what do we do with this? I think I'm also pretty close to my streaming limit today. No, it's not like but I wanted to stream for like 2.5 hours or something, and then I have to do some other work. I have to do some, finance, tax stuff, and writing emails to people and doing contracts, and lots of boring stuff you have to do as a musician as well. Hey, you speak some German. Scotto writes, wie sagt man Südost, Southeast? Okay, all right. Well, Southeast, so that's... Wait, I'm really bad at geography. Texas is somewhere there, I think, in the southeast, is it? Miami is more in the southwest, somewhere down, this little thing, and then I think to the left of it there's... But I'm really bad at geography. Man, I always wanted to go to the States and just travel for like half a year. Because all the people I know who did that were like really impressed by basically by everything. But yeah, I don't see that in quite some time. North Carolina, close enough. Scooter writes, "You're not missing much." Well, I don't know. It's like I've been to when I was like 12 years old. I was on the West Coast, so with my parents in Plymouth, New York, Manhattan, and places like that for I think a couple of weeks, which was like I was basically a child, And then when I was 20 something, I won some award at the Berlinale and was invited to a studio tour and visit some composers and recording sessions in LA. So I went there and I was so surprised at how different it was from life here. Because in a way, all we see here from the United States and all the ideas we get are from movies. If you've never been there, from movies and then the news. And yeah, when I was there, I was really surprised at how, first of all, people greet you with, "Hello, how are you?" And that's something like nobody asks you that in Germany when they greet you, And I was like, whoa, that's a very personal question. We don't know each other yet, but okay. And I started to open up, and it was like, "Oh, okay, bye." When I, noticed, okay, that was just something people say, which was, but I think there's a small part of this idea for. I'm just taking this short thing, because there is some, at least I think, pretending to be interested in how the other person feels is better than not pretending to. I think if you're saying, I don't know, it just felt a little bit different. There was one tiny thing, and there were lots of things that felt very different, and was really surprised at how different it was. So it's even that experience alone is worth the trip, and it broadens your idea of how people can live. And and I think the landscape should be really good, really nice, and it's something we don't have here in Germany as well. I mean, we have very nice, beautiful landscapes as well, especially in the south of Germany. If you go there, it's very beautiful. But yeah, it's different. Scooter writes, faking interest, that's what we do. Yeah, but I think if you even if you're faking interest, there's like a residue of 5% real interest, and that's better than nothing, right? And I think if you like, especially in Berlin, in the older East German parts, like, people are really rough. It's there's like this this layer of acid that you have to go through first before they open up, and it's a little bit tougher. I think I like it more when people, even if they pretend to be interested in how you're feeling, there is like a 5% part of them that is really interested, and if you have this acid layer around you, even if it's just culturally trained, there is like a 5% part that is really not interested. Like, it's even if you pretend, there's still some part that really that is true to that. I don't know. I can't really explain any better. Residual paranoia. Well, I've only heard this. Yeah. Oh, Majay. Majay is here again. Majay, Skoto is here. Is from the United States, from North Carolina. He just joined. And he knows his or her music theory well, which is good. Always like having musicians here. Majay, Skoto, if you don't know, Majay, I hope I can introduce you. Majay is a string player from Poland, and he plays the double bass very well, and is releasing an EP, I think, end of this year, which will be pretty interesting, and we're thinking about collaborating, but time is a problem, as always, but yeah. And he's a really good player, and also played on my last EP here, on this one, I think, on the Ostinato track. And you know what, people? I'm afraid I have to go now. But yeah. Wait, I think he even started. I think there. Was that the track? I'm not sure. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, people, I have to leave now. But Scooter, I hope I will see you again. Like I said, we're a really small and beautiful community of music makers from all over the world, and we're sharing our stories, always learning new stuff together on these live streams, and it's lots of fun. So if you can, come back. It will be a good time, I promise. Yeah, apart from that, thank you, Majay, for showing up again. I hope you had some fun cutting these string recordings. And I think Cal was also here. So yeah. Now let me see. Hey, and we peaked at like 5 years, which is not much, but it's on average for these live streams. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for being part of this. Yeah, take care, guys, and I will see you. I think I will be streaming tomorrow again. So tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central European Time. We'll continue working on this EP. Thank you for watching, everybody. See you soon. Stay safe.